Let's take a look at some flashcards, and let's study together and get ready for boards. What do you think?
True or false? Desmase does not regenerate when ruptured. I think that is false because I know desmase can be regenerated by the endothelium.
I agree.
It can grow over a defect. It's very thin initially and then gets thicker over time. So an older desmase is thicker than a younger.
Let's take a look.
See, I disagree.
True or false? Wait, is this backwards logic? Desmase does not regenerate when ruptured.
So
that should be false.
Well, because maybe so injured, yes. Ruptured, no, because after hydrops it doesn't. So that would be a good question.
Okay.
So as usual, let's ask the internet.
And?
Desmase membrane regenerates when endothelial cells migrate and proliferate to cover damaged areas. So I thought, however, the question is rupture. And rupture, the challenge is desmase is off, and so the endothelium can't get around that area.
What if we change the question to Bowman's?
Bowman's does not regenerate.
So that's an easy true for that
Absolutely.
one. Desmase, not as easy here. That's a little more
Correct.
ambiguous.
So I think ruptured, correct, does not regenerate, but a damage can regenerate if the endothelium can slide over the defect and cover it.
All right.
That's a good question.
I like it. Let's move.
Fuchs dystrophy shows signs that endopumps have died off. Called. I have no idea. I think this is corneal edema. Fuchs dystrophy shows signs that endopumps have died off.
Focal spots.
Died off.
Gutty?
Called gutty, yes.
That's got to be
better.
it. Yes. Nice. All right. We did it. Fuchs dystrophy shows signs that the endothelial pumps have died off coming from a buildup of.
Ooh, that's a good question. Signs?
A buildup of...
I mean, the gutty in themselves are a buildup of desmase, of basement membrane, maybe.
Or am I thinking buildup of fluid? I like your answer more.
Correct. I just wasn't. Atypical type 8 collagen built up on endothelium.
Of course.
Again, not quite. It's not on endothelium. It's underneath, right? But fine.
As we move on. A term given to corneal endothelial cells with varying cell... I like this question a lot.
Yes.
Because of the question I always think is, okay, and I know you're thinking this too, is it polymegathism or is it pleomorphism? Which is it?
I would have said polymegathism because it's the area. Morphism would be the appearance.
Shape. Pleomorphism is shape. Yes. So I agree
polymegathism. Morphs into something.
If it's not polymegathism, then I'll be very upset.
That's fine. Oh. Don't have to be upset.
Polymegathism. Okay. A term given to corneal endothelial cell. Different shapes. It has to be our pleomorphism.
Pleomorphism, correct. There you go. Nice.
Yes, I'm feeling good about this. I'm feeling real good.
Morphs from one end to the other. Morph, yeah.
Oh. Do you know mnemonic? Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
mnemonic for polymeganism versus pleomorphism. We had one, but no, I do not.
Mnemonic?
Mega.
A mnemonic?
Mega? No. Mega, morph.
Let's come up. Yeah,
morph
you just came up with one. You said morph shape.
Yeah, shape. Mega is how a fat cell.
A ballet plie is bending shape of legs to hexagonals equals pleo.
That's written by AI. I mean, that's what it is.
That seems a lot harder than just learning the two words.
No, it morphs.
Okay, but if you want to know plie, ballet, very good. Okay, we got to move on.
In young adults, the cell density is about...
I'm going to say in the 2000s at least, maybe 3000s?
3000s. Should be in the 3000s. We'll see. But interesting. Yeah, so both correct. 2000 to 3000. Both.
Feeling good. Okay.
I would have said 3000 as an average.
Before I rush from that, what would be the lowest threshold cell density where you start to get worried about decompensation of the cornea?
So the
700 is a number I've heard.
Yes, I've also heard 500, and that comes more from contact lens. People who focus on contact lenses are more concerned fitting somebody in a contact lens with a low cell count. The challenge that we reviewed somewhere else is it doesn't matter. You don't treat cells, you treat edema. And if they don't have edema, don't worry about it. And if they do have edema, well, you need to replace the endothelium, but only if it's causing problems, meaning patient can only see with a contact lens, but they have edema, well, they need an endothelial transplant.
Got it.
Because if they can't see without a contact lens, then it doesn't matter that they don't have edema. They still can't see.
Makes sense. Coefficient of variation, standard deviation divided by mean for cell area.
I do not
It's
know.
about what? Oh, so I think we want this number to be low.
Absolutely low, but I don't know how low.
I'm going to say...
10%.
I think it's about 25%. Okay. I'm feeling 25%. Oh, wow. Yes. I'm feeling so excited about that one. Ooh.
A normal healthy cornea, about what percent of endothelial cells are hexagonal?
I have a number. Let's
86.
say... I was going to say 70. Oh...
You're closer. I overshot.
We're doing pretty
and
good.
The Price is Right, you would have won.
Okay. Blank provides a provisional matrix during the first phase of epithelial wound. I know this one.
Oh.
I know this one. It starts with NEO. Fill in the blank. NEO.
Fibronectin. Yeah, nothing with Neo, but good.
Close. Fibronectin.
Fibronectin, that almost reminds me of if you have a blood clot, fibrin is kind of what connects it first, so it would also be the first step of wound healing.
I like that. Okay. Fibronectin. Okay. We're doing great. We're 4.9% mastery so far. Let's do 10 more cards, shall we?
Yes.
Or do you want to take a pause?
No, that's fine. Superficial epicells are joined by versus basal epithelial cells, which are joined by versus stromal cells are joined by endothelials. Whoa, that's impressive. So, basal, top is very tight. I would have said tight junctions, but not there.
Well, adherence might be tight, right? Very tight barriers,
Yes.
zona adherence.
Endo, I would say zona occludens and macula occludens. Leaky to aqueous.
Endo, yes.
Stroma, basal is hemidesmosome.
Has to be hemidesmosome. Stroma's gap junctions. Wait, so is it in order already? In the table?
I guess so. Yes. Well, that's not helpful if it's already there.
Why did we even think about that one? Next one.
Corneal stroma wants to suck in fluid.
Imbibe.
Oh, nice.
Drink. That's the word I like.
Imbibe.
Do you like that word?
Yes, but you can imbibe a lot of things. Imbibe in
What do you like to imbibe?
water.
I like juice. All right, okay.
I'm like the stroma.
True or false has been hard for us so far, but let's try this. Endothelial cell density in healthy human cornea increases.
Oh.
That's easy. No. Don't get this one wrong.
It decreases.
False. It decreases. Yes. They
die
die as we die.
Let's be very... Most of the sensory nerves in the cornea are derived from the nerves of the ophthalmic branch of the blank nerve.
It's got to be long and short ciliary. Got to be. Of the ophthalmic branch. Of the trigeminal. Ophthalmic branch of the trigeminal nerve.
Yes.
Long and short ciliary. Fine, they didn't even say long and short. Would it be both? I don't know. I thought so.
Trigeminal.
Okay, moving on. Degeneration or dysfunction of sensory nerves, trigeminal nerve branches in the cornea can result in delayed healing.
Correct.
By a decrease in what? What causes neurotrophic keratopathy? Decrease in...
I think it was neuropeptides? No. I don't know. Decrease in healing? Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like a lot of answers could apply here.
Substance P.
Oh, wow.
Fair enough. Non-painful ulcer. I like this. That's a good mnemonic. Substance P.
Okay. I've heard that. I haven't thought about substance P for a long time.
Oh.
Okay. Diffusion of oxygen.
Comes from, versus diffusion of glucose comes from for corneal metabolic activity. So one comes from the air, would have said, and diffusion of glucose comes from the aqueous.
Yes, I agree completely.
But let's see. Tears.
Oh, nice.
See? Close. No, but I'm saying it's correct.
But how did it get in the tears? It came from the air. It had to come
But then you can also say glucose comes from you eating it. I mean,
True.
How far removed do you want to be?
Oh, I feel like I'm excited about closure of eyelids.
Eyelids. During sleep reduces the amount of oxygen. That's correct. That reaches the cornea. Corneal metabolism therefore changes from aerobic to anaerobic with consequent accumulation of lactic acid.
Yes. Oh, yes. I feel
better.
so good about that one.
3 common causes of corneal epithelial edema.
Abrasion?
Hypoxia.
Would an abrasion?
I don't think it causes edema because it's already gone.
Okay.
But
so hypoxia.
Endothelial damage.
Pressure?
Yes. Oh, and high pressure. You got it. 3.
Would it be those 3?
Yes. Let's see. Endothelial dysfunction, epithelial hypoxia. Trauma. See, you were correct. See, I'm not sure if I would call that
But
edema,
I like intraocular pressure more.
Yes.
You think about a post-op, it's high pressure, and they...
Okay. Common. But again, you could argue that's endothelial dysfunction because it can't keep up with the amount of fluid being pushed through the cornea.
That's true. That's true.
Although...
Corneal epicysts? Microcystic bullae?
Maybe, but there is a... okay, epicysts. If it would be... What's the... Oh, man. It's a corneal dystrophy. Epithelial Meesman's would have said, and
what about its counterpart, leash?
Oh, maybe.
Is that it?
Good.
Meesman, nice.
Meesman, good. Oh. ABMD, fair enough.
I think leash was an okay answer, but I can see how EBMD and those cysts I think are getting trapped under the basement membrane.
They're below, so that's what I'm saying. I'm not sure I would call it epithelial cysts. They
just can't escape.
Mnemonic for Meesman's epithelial dystrophy.
A mnemonic?
Yeah, I like it.
It's an epithelial dystrophy, and there's cysts there. What's the mnemonic?
Let's go eep.
Okay.
I don't know how many mice that go eep.
That's a great one if you think
Mice,
so.
meese. Yeah, fine.
That's great.
Meese. Yeah, fair. That's good.
Meese, ep. All right, got it. Oh, wow. We're
10. We're already at 10%. Wow.
We'll catch you later on another video. Good little pausing point. Thanks so much.